Well, guys, I wish I can actually say I was shedding a tear for the Democratic Party, but I'm not, and I won't. Folks, this party is in a world of trouble. A world of trouble, guys. For one thing, the Democrats have no leader whatsoever. Barack Obama's influence has waned. Remember, he actually went out there and tried to criticize black men for not supporting Kamala Harris. And guess what? Barack Obama caught a whole bunch of heat. And black men still didn't go out there at the percentage that Obama wanted. I actually thought, guys, that Barack Obama was the true powerhouse in the Democratic Party. But that doesn't even seem to be the case, guys. The man's influence is gone. Completely gone. Now, we know that Joe Biden was never the leader. And when you actually see polls out there, guys, saying that Democrats want Kamala Harris to be the nominee in 2028, you know this party is done. Done. She was the worst candidate I've ever seen. Probably the worst candidate in this nation's history. She was out there stealing policies from Trump. If she wasn't doing that, she had this communist policy that she was trying to push. Nobody was excited to vote for Kamala Harris. Now, nobody was excited to vote for Joe Biden either. I'll stand by that. But I believe that more people probably want to vote for Biden than Comrade Kamala Harris. Joe Biden didn't even campaign in 2020. But his campaign was still better than Harris's in 2024. She went out there, guys, trying to avoid every single interview. And it didn't work. Eventually, she got out there and she fell flat on her face. She avoided Rogan. She avoided popular platforms. Trump was everywhere, man. He was on Rogan. He was on Fox, NBC, ABC. He was everywhere. Kamala Harris avoided pretty much all right-wing media. Eventually, she went to Fox. And boy, she fell flat on her face. She got absolutely murdered in that sit down with Fox News. It was bad. Honestly, guys, she had no shot whatsoever at the presidency. But this is who the Democrat elites put up there because they staged a coup against Biden, got him out of there. And Biden probably got revenge by saying, you know what? I'm going to announce my endorsement of the worst possible candidate in Kamala Harris. And he did that, and Trump won everything. Right now, guys, the Republicans have the presidency, the House, the Senate, and of course, the Supreme Court. Every branch of government, the Democrats have no control over, guys. None. And it's bad, man. The Democratic Party is more unpopular than ever. And that's just not me saying it, guys. We actually have a left-wing pollster here admitting that. Look here, guys. Democrat Party's popularity hits record lows. Nobody wants to be associated with the Democrats, man. At one point, people used to be afraid to say they were Trump supporters. Not anymore. You see people out there doing the Trump dance, actually watching sporting events, man. You see NFL players doing the Trump dance. Yeah. It's happening. Look here, guys. The political party that is pro-open borders, pro-child mutilation, and pro-destroying women's sports has hit an all-time low in popularity. And the far left Washington Post is all kinds of confused over this. Quote, it has been evident for some time that the Democratic Party isn't in a great place, writes the Post. It's somewhat normal for that to be the case for a party after a disappointing election, but the scale of Democrats' problems is beginning to come into focus, and it's both stark and sobering for the blue team. This analysis piece goes on to cite the bad news. A Quinnipiac poll, one of the most left-wing pollsters on the planet, has the pro-child mutilation party upside down by 26 points. 57% unfavorable to 31% favorable. And I can tell you guys why the Democrats are in this situation. They let the far left take control of this party. Yes, they did. The Bill Clinton Democrats, man, JFK Democrats, they're not running this party. This is a pro-communist party now, folks. It's an authoritarian party. It's anti-free speech, anti-Second Amendment, cancel culture, wokeness. Yes, they wanted you to transition your children. Kamala Harris wanted free sex changes for transgender illegal aliens. And Trump put out that ad, man, when he said Kamala is for they, them, Trump is for you. That was one of the most powerful ads out there. Wokeness has been the undoing of this party. And the Republicans are seen as having common sense. I said it before, guys, a lot of these policies that Trump has been putting out socially, I don't even call them conservative. I just call them common sense. Because what Biden was doing, man, was just completely wacko. The Democrats still the same party when it comes to racism and stuff like that. They want DEI. They want race-based hiring practices, like they always have. That is the Democrats, man. And people don't want that. They don't want that. Now look at this here. It says, meanwhile, the anti-child mutilation party, Republicans, are only upside down by 2 points. 45% unfavorable to 43% favorable. And that 43% favorable is the highest the GOP has ever hit in this particular poll. That tells you guys that the GOP is more popular than ever. The Democrats know. Wokeness has taken over the party. The socialists, your AOCs, your Rashida Tlaibs, all these socialists, man, they're the loudest in the Democratic Party. And guess what? Biden's administration was run by far leftists. He didn't have any control over his administration. His administration was full of far leftists and communists, man. And they did immense damage to this country. The Democratic Party, man, may never, ever recover from this. I can't recall a time, guys, when the Democrat Party was this unpopular. I really can't. When I was a kid, man, I'm pretty sure there was Democrats like this, but they weren't taking over the party like that. I mean, pro-censorship, man, colluding with the government. I mean, social media companies colluding with the Democrats to silence Americans, violate your free speech. This is crazy, man. Democrats, man, they need a new leader. They need a leader in general. They don't have one. But who is that leader? Who's going to be their nominee in 2028? I don't know. You can't throw Kamala Harris out there. I mean, I believe her career is over with, man. Over with. Gavin Newsom, have you seen this response to these fires? He's completely unpopular too. They have no one votes. They have no bench. They have no bench. And I really do hope, man, that this 4 years of Trump, that this could probably be the death knell for the Democrats, man. And a telltale sign would actually be the 2026 midterms. If Trump can actually keep the House and keep the Senate, and it's looking a lot better for the Senate for sure, Democrat Party could be done. They could be done. Remember, there's been other parties, man, that collapse. This is probably the closest the Democratic Party has ever been to total collapse. Nobody likes him. Nobody likes them, man. All Trump needs to do, man, get rid of the illegal aliens, reverse inflation, and guess what? The Democrats are done. They're completely done. Their far left policies, man, and Democrats, man, they're also anti-Christian. They're anti-American too. They hate America and they hate God. You're not going to be very popular like that. Gonna leave right there, guys. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.